Hello, brothers and sisters. Brother Trey here again. I have another thing from the Apocrypha. I was reading in Second Ezra, book called Second Esdras. Now, Esdras is just another name for Ezra, and we know in our Bible today that Ezra was the prophet of God. And if you look for first Esdras, it's basically the same, kind of the same thing, nearly the same thing as Ezra, as the book Ezra and the 66 books of the Bible. But anyway, there was a prophecy, an end-time prophecy given to Esdras, or Ezra, by God. And in Second Esdras Chapter 10, verse 59, it says, "So shall the highest show the visions of the high things which the Most High will do unto them that will dwell upon the earth in the last days. So I slept that night, and another like as he commanded me." And chapter 11 starts this way. It says, "Then saw I a dream, and behold, there came up from the sea an eagle, which had 12 feathered wings and 3 heads. I saw, and behold, she spread her wings all over all the earth, and all the winds and of the air blew on her, and were gathered together. And I beheld, and out of her feathers there grew other contrary feathers, and they became little feathers and small. But her heads were at rest; the head in the midst were greater than the other, yet rested it with the residue. Moreover, I beheld, and lo, the eagle flew with her feathers, and rained upon earth, and over them that dwelled therein. I saw that all things under heaven were subject unto her, and no man spake against her, no, not one creature upon earth. And I beheld, and lo, the eagle rose upon her talons, and spake to her feathers, saying, Watch not all at once, sleep every one in his own place, and watch by course. But let the heads be preserved for the last. And I beheld, and lo, the voice went not out of her heads from the midst of her body. And I numbered her contrary feathers, and behold, there were 8 of them. And I looked, and behold, on the right side there arose 1 feather, and reigned over all the earth. And so it was, that when it rained, the end of it came, and the place thereof appeared no more. So the next following. And stood up and reigned, and had a great time. And it happened that when it rained, the end of it came also, like as the first, so that it appeared no more. Then came there a voice unto it, and said, Hear thou hast borne rule over the earth so long, that I say unto thee, before thou begins to appear no more. Beginnest to appear no more. There shall none after thee attain unto thy time, neither unto the half thereof. Then arose a third, and reigned as the other before, and appeared no more also. So when it, with all the residue other after, one after another, as that every one reigned, and then appeared no more. Then I beheld, and lo, in process of time, the feathers that followed stood up upon the right side, that they might rule also. And some of them ruled, but within a while they appeared no more. For some of them were set up, but ruled not. After this I looked, and behold, the 12 feathers appeared no more, nor the 2 little feathers. And there was no more upon the eagle's body, but 3 heads that rested, and 6 little wings. Then saw I also that 2 little feathers divided themselves from the 6, and remained under the head that was upon the right side. For the 4 continued in their place. And I beheld, and lo, the feathers that were under the wing thought to set up themselves and to have the rule. And I beheld, and lo, there was one set up, but shortly it appeared no more. And the second was sooner away than the first. And I beheld, and lo, the two that remained thought also in themselves to reign. And when they so thought, behold, there awakened one of the heads that were at rest. Namely, it was in the midst, for that was greater than the two other heads. And then I saw that the two other heads were joined with it. And behold, the head was turned with them that were with it, and did eat up the two feathers under the wing that would have reigned. But this head put the whole earth in fear, and bare rule in it over all those that dwell upon the earth, with much oppression, and had the governance of the world more than all the wings that had been. And after this I beheld, and lo, the head that was in the midst suddenly appeared no more, like as the wings. But there remained two heads, which also is in like sort ruled upon the earth, and over those that dwelled therein. And I beheld, and lo, the head upon the right side devoured it that was upon the left side. Then I heard a voice which said unto me, Look before thee, and consider the thing that you see. And I beheld, and lo, as it were a roaring lion chased out of the wood, and I saw that he sent out a man's voice unto the eagle, and said, Hear thou, I will talk with thee, and the highest shall say unto thee, Art not thou it that remains of the four beasts which I made to reign in my world, that the end of thy times might come through them? And the fourth came and overcame all the beasts that were past, and had power over the world with great fearfulness, and over the whole compass of the earth with much wicked oppression. And so long time dwelt he upon the earth with deceit. For the earth hast thou not judged with truth, for thou hast afflicted the meek, thou hast hurt the peaceable, thou hast loved liars, and destroyed the dwellings of them that brought forth fruit, and hast cast down the walls of such as did thee no harm. Therefore is thy wrongful dealing come up unto the highest, and thy pride unto the mighty. The highest also looked upon the proud times, and behold, they are ended, and his abominations are fulfilled. And therefore appear no more, thou eagle, nor thy horrible wings, nor thy wicked feathers, nor thy malicious heads, nor thy hurtful claws, nor all thy vain body, that all the earth may be refreshed, and may return, being delivered from thy violence, and that she may hope for the judgment and mercy of him that made her. In the beginning of chapter 12 says, It came to pass, when the lion spake these words unto the eagle, I saw, and behold, the head that remained in the four wings appeared no more, and the two went in unto it, and set themselves up to reign, and their kingdoms were small and full of uproar. And I saw, and behold, they appeared no more, and the whole body of the eagle was burnt, so that the earth was in great fear. Then awaked I out of the trouble and trance of my mind, and from great fear, and said unto my spirit, Lo, this hast thou done unto me, in that thou searchest out the ways of the highest. Yet I'm weary in mind, and very weak in my spirit, and little strength is there in me, for the great fear wherein I was affrighted this night. Always I consider, or most people would see, is America, the symbolism is the eagle. But, really, I read this to you all to, get your opinions on this prophecy, to judge the prophecy, where, 2 or 3 prophesy and then another judge, right? It says in the book of 1 Corinthians. So I was trying to get your opinions, those who are prophetic, to kind of judge this prophecy, this sort of end time prophecy through the prophet Ezra and 2nd Esdras that's been long unread by most people. So give me your thoughts in the comments. I know I'm probably might be some hateful comments in the comments because of it not being, the Apocrypha not being canonized or anything like that. So please be kind. Please be kind and give me your opinion, or tell me what you think in the comments below. And be blessed in Jesus' name.